Virione, my kitchen. Today, we're diving into a classic British bake that's sticky, sweet, and absolutely irresistible. We're making Chelsea buns. If you've ever wanted to create those beautiful, spiraled buns packed with fruit and spice, you've come to the right place. I'm going to walk you through every single step. From making the soft, enriched dough to whipping up that delicious lemon glaze that just takes them over the top. Don't be intimidated by yeast. I'll share all my tips and tricks to make sure you get a perfect bake every time. So, grab your apron and let's get started. First things first, let's talk about our dough. This is the heart and soul of our Chelsea buns. In a large bowl, or the bowl of your stand mixer, we're going to combine our strong, white bread flour, a little bit of sugar, salt, and instant yeast. Just give that a quick whisk to mix everything together. The salt and yeast shouldn't touch directly at first, so mixing them into the flour is a great way to start. Now, in a separate jug, gently warm up some milk. You want it to be lukewarm, like a baby's bath, not hot, or it will harm the yeast. To this warm milk, we'll add a couple of eggs and some melted butter. This is an enriched dough, which means it has fat and eggs, making it super soft and flavorful. Now, pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. If you're using a stand mixer, attach the dough hook and let it knead on a low speed for about 8 to 10 minutes. You're looking for the dough to become smooth, elastic, and pull away from the sides of the bowl. If you're kneading by hand, get ready for a little workout. Tip the shaggy dough onto a lightly floured surface and knead for about 10 to 15 minutes. Really, use the heel of your hand to push and stretch the dough. You'll know it's ready when it's soft, pliable, and springs back when you gently poke it. Once your dough is perfectly kneaded, place it in a lightly oiled bowl. Cover it with a clean tea towel or some plastic wrap, and let it rise in a warm place for about an hour or until it has doubled in size. This is the magic of yeast at work. While our dough is having its first rise, let's prepare the amazing filling. This is where you can get really creative, but we're going for the classic today. You'll need some soft brown sugar, a generous amount of cinnamon, because who doesn't love cinnamon, and a mix of dried fruits. I'm using a combination of currants, raisins, and some mixed peel for that zesty kick. Make sure your butter for the filling is very soft, almost spreadable. This will make it much easier to apply to the dough later. Just mix the sugar, cinnamon, and dried fruit together in a bowl and set it aside. The smell alone is just incredible. Alright, our dough has doubled in size and looks beautifully puffy. It's time to punch it down gently to release the air. And then turn it out onto a lightly floured surface. We're going to roll this out a large ring, a bouton by 4 cm or rough 12 inches. Try to keep the edges as straight as possible. Now, take your softened butter and spread it all over the surface of the dough, leaving a small border along one of the long edges. This will help us seal the roll later. Next, sprinkle your fruit and sugar mixture evenly over the butter. Don't be shy here. We want every flavor. Now filling it up. Starting from the long edge opposite the one you left clear, tightly roll the dough into a log. A tight roll is key to getting those perfect spirals. Once you've rolled it all the way up, pinch the seam you left clear to seal the log shut. Now, we need to slice our log into individual buns. I like to use a sharp knife or even a piece of unscented dental floss for a really clean cut. This prevents squashing the buns. You should get about 10 to 12 buns from this log. Place them cut side up into a greased and lined baking tin, leaving a little space between each one. They'll expand and snuggle up together as they bake. Cover the tin again and let the buns have their second proof for about 30 to 45 minutes, until they're puffy and have risen again. This second rise gives them that light, airy texture. While they're proofing, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once they're ready, pop them into the preheated oven and bake for 20 to 25 minutes, until they're beautifully golden brown and sound hollow when tapped. Your kitchen is going to smell absolutely divine. As soon as they come out of the oven, we have one final, crucial step. We're going to brush them with a simple sugar syrup. This is just equal parts sugar and water, heated until the sugar dissolves. Brushing this over the hot buns gives them that signature sticky, shiny glaze. Let them cool in the tin for a few minutes before moving them to a wire rack, and for the grand finale, a simple lemon glaze. Just mix some icing sugar with a little bit of lemon juice until you get a drizzly consistency. Drizzle this all over the slightly warm buns, and there you have it. Perfect homemade Chelsea buns. They're soft, sticky, full of fruit and spice, with that lovely tongue from the lemon glaze. They are best enjoyed warm on the day they're made, preferably with a nice cup of tea. Just look at that beautiful spiral. Thank you so much for baking along with me today. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know how it goes in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more delicious bakes. See you next time. Happy baking!